Katie here from the Scrappy Sisters, and I'm up today with a layout for Confessions of a Paper Addict, and I'm using this awesome cut file called Stitched Fish. And as you can see, it is a fish cut file, and the stitching's kind of to simulate swimming through the ocean. That's what I'm taking it as. So I've done a chain stitch through the cut file, and I did that off screen because it does take a while to do a chain stitch. I will say I did it over a few nights in front of the TV, and I just thought that I would make this layout super simple but make it all about the mixed media. So I am using a sponge, and I've got the Nouveau embellishment mousse. I can't remember what colour this is in, but it's a really pale blue, and I've just sponged that kind of through the centre of the cut file, but sort of also, I guess, along most of the stitching. And I was covering my stitching. I was fine with that. I've used a light blue thread. It's a thicker thread, so it's not one that you would use for cross stitching. So maybe it's an embroidery thread, like for long stitch or something. I don't do embroidery, but that's what I've used. And once I have done the embellishment mousse as the base, and it just adds a really nice shimmer. I really like the embellishment mousse. I've come in with the packaging technique and the distress oxides, and I am using, I'm not at my scrapping desk. I'm downstairs where I'm at my working from home desk while I'm doing this. And so I think I used Faded Jeans and, no, I don't know what the other one is. Salty Ocean? Maybe it's Salty Ocean. And so I have used the packaging technique for both of those, and I'm just drying off that mixed media a little bit. Now, the reason I like to do that with the distress oxides is because they will mix together and blend, and I don't always want that to happen. So I do try and kind of dry off between each layer. I added some splatters with, is it Navy Heidi Swap Colour Shine? And let's see what I'm bringing in now. I'm just looking. I'm checking out what I think that this might need. And so, yeah, I'm coming in with some water. So I don't think I've used the Navy Heidi Swap Colour Shine. I've come in with some water just to try and make that kind of more distressed look with the oxidation. Oh my gosh, I can't even say that word. It's oxidizing. Yeah, with the water. And just to give it that kind of more mottled look, I suppose. And I've just dried it off with a little bit of paper towel, because I could have dried it with my heat tool, but actually when it lifts off with a paper towel, it creates that really nice kind of effect with the sort of mottling, the distressing of the distress oxides. And I'm finishing off with some gold splatter. Now, this is my gold acrylic paint splatters. And I wanted to finish that off just to bring a little bit of that kind of metallic shimmer to the layout. I knew that I was using One Canoe 2. Now, I think I've used a couple of collections for this actually, but I'm using One Canoe 2 mainly, and it sort of has that kind of gold effect. So I really wanted to bring that into the layout, and just some subtle gold in the background. Now, I have got a 12 by 12 piece of paper here from One Canoe 2. I don't remember what collection it's from. I've only got one Canoe 2 12 by 12 paper pad, and I don't remember for the life of me what it is right now. But I've just backed it with that. Now, you really can't tell because the cut file goes back kind of, the fish go back on top within their hole. So you can't really tell that I've used a dark blue pattern paper background, and so I picked a pattern paper that I really didn't love and I was going to struggle to use for that exact reason, because you're not going to see it. It adds stability to the layout, and obviously it gives me something to anchor the cut files, the fish cut files that I've backed with pattern paper onto when I'm sticking those down onto the layout. Otherwise there'd be nothing there and they would just sit flat, and it would defeat the purpose of popping them up. So I have backed them, as I said, with pattern paper from One Canoe 2. I think I used Saturday Afternoon, and I just can't remember the other collection. It's not Twilight, Saturday Afternoon. No, anyway, One Canoe 2. I love One Canoe 2, and I don't use it enough. My sister bought me a heap of it in our Scrappy Advent calendar last year, so I am finally getting a chance to use it up. not use it up. It's going to take me a long time to use it up. I finally get a chance to use it. And I just thought the tones went really well with this. So the photos are of my son and my partner. We have a really big fish tank, a 6-foot fish tank, and my son's feeding the fish. So yeah, that's what we're going with these photos. There's no real story or journaling necessarily. I will write a couple of lines on here about feeding the fish, but there's no huge story to tell. They're just super cute photos. Link really loves the fish, and so I wanted to scrapbook them, and I thought this cut file was perfect. Now, I hope everybody's enjoying the new cut files that Virginia is releasing. She's releasing one every day in August, I believe. If you are not a part of the Confessions of a Paper Addict Facebook page, definitely come and join. The link will be down below. She is releasing cut file every day, and there's just some really fun things happening. There's always a monthly challenge, and the winner gets to ask Virginia to design their very own cut file. So there's some cool things that happen in there. There's lots of sharing. Everyone's just really lovely and supportive. It's just a really nice Facebook community to be a part of. So if you're into that sort of thing, please come along and join us. Even if you don't have your own cut file machine and you don't really use cut files on your own layouts, you can certainly share things that aren't cut file, related. We love all sorts of scrapbooking. But yeah, she releases freebies. There's heaps of stuff. Definitely just come and join. It's a lot of fun. Everything will be linked down below, as well as the link to the Confessions of a Paper Addict Etsy shop. I will link to this cut file directly, but I won't be able to do that until after my video goes live, because the cut file will have only just been released, and I won't be able to link to the exact cut file probably for a few hours after my video goes live. So it will be linked down below, but depending when you watch this, there'll either be a link directly to the shop or there'll be a link directly to this cut file. I will do my best to jump on as soon as I can, but these videos go live at 5 a.m. in Australia, so I won't be up at 5 a.m. to update my description box. So I will do my best to do that as soon as I wake up. Now, I have added a couple of layers behind my photos just of some pattern paper strips. They were actually from one of the cut apart sheets in one of the 6x6 paper pads. So they were kind of like, I guess, washi strips, but they're pattern paper. And I just cut those up and made some little layers. And then I created a little banner that you can see at the top of the page using 3 banners, one of which has a little bee on it that says "Be Joyful." That was just cute. And then I decided to use these stickers, which are also part of one of the One Canoe 2 collections. And I am just using the title Sweet. So nothing earth-shattering with the title. It's just a really sweet picture of my son and partner. And yeah, I thought it worked. It was cute. And then I decided that I would add some little love hearts into a couple of clusters. And honestly, it's done. This was a really simple layout from an embellishment perspective. Obviously, I've done a fair amount of mixed media and there's stitching in the background, but it's definitely from an embellishment perspective very, very simple. Now, I was going to add sequins. I decided against it. And then I finished. So definitely check all the links down below. There's lots of exciting things to see in our Facebook group as well as in the Etsy store. So definitely go and check it all out. Check out the cut files. Oh, look at that. I am adding navy Heidi Swap Colour Shine. I thought I added navy Heidi Swap Colour Shine. Anyway, we are all done with this layout, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this process and I look forward to seeing you in our next video. All right, guys. Thanks heaps. Bye.